Politicians say things are bad at the border, but how can we actually tell? Here are 3 things a policy analyst tells NewsNation he looks at when evaluating control at the border. First, the number of migrant encounters. Encounters along the southwest border have surged in the last few years, peaking at more than 250,000 in December of last year. This year, we've seen a dip in those numbers, with encounters down to 155,000 in February. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas credits new measures by the Biden administration for the decline, but analysts fear there could be another surge after the COVID-era Title 42 policy is set to expire in May.
It's good that there's less numbers of migration coming through, but it is not necessarily that they will stay like this for months to come. And the fact that this number of migrants are still, though relatively lower compared to previous years, they're still higher than in the past. And so it is not a moment of calm in any means, but it is a moment of preparation.
Analysts also work to evaluate order at the border, including looking specifically at where migrants go, how many go to the ports of entry, and how many try to cross in between. Title 42 exemptions and an app to schedule asylum appointments online are some of the things analysts say the Biden administration has done to increase order.
Another good thing that we've seen so far is that migrants who have sponsors of the U.S. or that have sponsors in the U.S. and try to come are now allowed to come via air, meaning that as long as they can go through a process with USCIS and use the CBP-1 app, many of them, specifically from Venezuela and Cuba, are arriving at U.S. airports every day. And that's another good way to relieve some of the pressure at the U.S.-Mexico border.
The third way analysts determine how things are going at the border are drug seizures at or between the ports of entry. Although the majority of drug seizures happen at points of entry, we are now seeing a slight increase between ports.
And in part of it is because when there are less pressure on the U.S.-Mexico border, when Border Patrol is doing less work to process migrants, they can dedicate more of their time to actually look for and seize and identify narcotics between ports of entry at the U.S.-Mexico border.
Overall, Soto says when it comes to control at the border, we are already a step too late when migrants arrive. He believes the U.S. should be investing in creating better collaboration with other countries and improving asylum.